Hello, this is Mr. Pachter with your homework reading 2.2, What Happens to My Lungs When I Breathe in Air? Getting ready. Breathe in. No, really, do it. Now breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Notice what happens to your chest as you breathe in and out. One reason your chest gets bigger is that your lungs expand as they fill with air. Why your lungs expand has to do with another characteristic of air. Air has volume. This reading will help you learn more about volume. It also will help you understand why volume and mass are important in science. Characteristics of air. Air has volume. When people say volume, they are often talking about sound. Your grandpa might ask you to turn up the volume on the television. Your mother might ask you to turn down the volume on the radio. These are both ways to use the word volume. Another way to talk about volume is to describe how much space something takes up. The volume of a material is similar to its size. For example, balloons that are filled with air can be many different sizes. Look at this image of a hot air balloon. And here's the image. The larger the balloon, the more space it takes up. You could say that a larger balloon has more volume than a smaller balloon. Measuring volume. You may have also heard the word volume in math class. When you determine or figure out the volume of a cube or a sphere, which is a ball, you figure out how much space it takes up. One way to determine the volume of a cube is by multiplying its length times its width times its height, length times width times height, L times W times H. You used that same method in science class when you calculated the volume of a block of wood or a container that holds water. Take a minute and look at the picture here. Length times width times height. Try this at home. You can do an activity at home to show that air has volume. All you need is a sink or bathtub with some water in it and a cup or drinking glass. The best cup for this activity is one that you can see through. Turn the cup upside down and push it straight down into the water. What happens inside the cup? Water cannot go in very far because the cup is already filled with air. Turn your reading over to the back. Now, make a ball out of a paper towel or napkin and put it in the bottom of the glass. Make sure it stays in the bottom of the glass when you turn the glass upside down. Then, put the glass upside down and push it into the water again. Don't let the towel get wet. What happens to the paper towel when you push the glass into the water? This is your first assignment. Complete the activity and write 2 to 3 complete sentences. What happened to the paper towel? When you're done with that, continue here. Even if you did this activity in class, you can do it at home to show somebody else. You can also explain to them what you have learned about air. Air takes up space. That means air has volume. Do you think that odors have volume? It is difficult to test odors because they become part of the air. You cannot separate them with the instruments you have in class. Do you think that odors take up space? Why do you think that? This is your second assignment. Write 3 to 4 complete sentences. Do you think that odors, smells, take up space? Why?